Hey guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. I'm gonna start a little timer here because I'm gonna try to give you this review in 20 minutes or less. And this week we're gonna talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. We're gonna talk about episode 14, season 5, Hats Off, Shades On. So, we're going to just jump right on in with Karen, Gizelle, and Robin meeting at the little tea shop to have lunch, brunch, or whatever, with the little tea and sandwiches, and that was cute. And they brought up the fact that Wendy had said that Karen said that she had put up $1 million to pay raised taxes. And I just don't understand why this is gossip, because that's her husband. She should do that. Her putting up the money for Ray and his tax situation, honestly, is helping herself out as well as helping Ray. So, I mean, what's the big deal about that? What's the gossip about that? I mean, they're so stupid. I'm childish, I should say. That's what I should say. Childish. Because at the end of the day, she's his wife. That's what she did. She stepped up and she paid her husband's taxes that he owed so that they could get out of the situation that they were in. Period. Robin, you should understand that because of your issues when Juan was married, and the decisions that you made caused y'all to have some financial distress. You made bad decisions and you lost some of his money. So you should definitely understand how the money is one big pot in a marriage. So his tax situation would have affected her. So therefore, she stepped up as a wife. She paid the money because she had it, and that was that. Like, it ain't too much to that. Like, and Gizelle, you messy as hell though, because when they asked you, are you gonna tell Karen what I said? And you said no, and you told it. That is crazy, because you should have said yes. Like, so I don't like the little lies. I feel bad for Ashley, because she met with the psychiatrist because she's still having this postpartum depression and things are not getting well for her. So I do feel bad about that for Ashley, and I hope that she end up getting that together. Seriously, I mean, we don't want to put the little baby Dean in the oven and all of that shit, you know. Monique is out with her family. They passing out flyers about her podcast. Okay. I'm wondering how she was doing a podcast. Is you gonna do it like a panel style like you did the last one? Are you gonna rent a venue again? You know, is this why you keep exceeding your budget, because you're doing these extravagant podcasts when you could just hook some shit up in your basement or whatever and do what you do? Why do you have a live audience for y'all to talk about what you're gonna talk about? I mean, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, you don't need to keep spending all that money on no podcast, but at the same time, it's your money, that man. So if you like it, I love it. You know. And Ashley was shady as hell to Gizelle, and when she told her that was the house okay for Baby Dean for to come in because it was a tear down before. So I thought that was a little funny. That was a little funny, you know. What else I'm talking about today? Miss Candiance. Candiance going off because Monique did the counter charges. And she is calling her a ghetto bitch. And she said, you fucking around, bitch, with the wrong one. But I say, you fucked around, bitch, with the wrong one. That's why you got your ass punched in the head 3 times and got your wig pulled. You fucked with the wrong one. I mean, then you'll say, she listening to her weak ass lawyer and hood rat ass friends? Really? She's listening to her weak ass lawyer. Who is she supposed to listen to? She's supposed to listen to her lawyer. You stupid. That was stupid to say. I shouldn't say you stupid, but that was stupid to say. She's listening to her weak ass lawyer and her hood rat ass friends. I don't understand, because yes, they got in a fight, but I'm gonna say this. I feel like Gizelle was the start of that fight. To be honest with you, I've said that before. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But if Gizelle wouldn't have pushed her, I don't think she would have swung. It is what it is. She thought it was Candiance. That's just what it is. In the mix, she felt somebody push her though, and she thought it was Candiance, but it was really Gizelle. And that's just that on that. How can you get mad because somebody put a counter suit up? Like, that's what you're gonna do. Put up a counter suit. Don't sound weak to me. And you know, hindsight is 20/20. Looking back at the whole situation, it won't weak because the judge dismissed all that shit. So it definitely won't a weak strategy at all. I just don't understand why you feel like that you are so entitled that nobody dare say anything to you, do anything to you, press charges against you, counter file charges against you. But you can do whatever it is that you want. You can talk shit to people. You can jump up in people's face. You can try to sue people. You can try to press charges against people. You can do anything that you want to do, but nobody can do anything to you. That's not reality. You don't live in reality. Period. Because let me tell you something. Talking all that shit got your ass popped. Point blank period. Keep your damn mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Then you won't have to worry about it. You won't have to worry about nobody punching you in your head and trying to rip your wig off. Which you ought to be glad that's all she did. Now let's go back to Gizelle trying to be funny about Robin's name of her headline. Was so unnecessary. Like, Gizelle is just so unnecessary. She just so get on my nerves. Like, she really just get on my nerves. Because you too extra. You are too extra. Like, for no reason. Embezzled. Why would she name her headline embezzled? You know damn well that was not her headline. You knew that wasn't the name. You knew that wasn't the name. Petty. So Baby Dean is teething, and everybody getting ready to go in. Monique getting ready, getting the kids ready so she can go in front of whoever, the judge or whatever, to see what they was gonna do. I'm so over that whole situation. I really, really am. At the tea, when Karen had said that she had received a text message regarding Robin's tax situation, and Robin said that she couldn't talk about it. They did a flashback of when Karen was going through that situation, and she said that she couldn't talk about, and all the grief that they gave her in reference to that. Yeah, bravo. Kudos to y'all for that. I'm so glad that y'all did that. What's up with the flip flops? I mean, you dress like you ready to have a business meeting at the top, but you ready to go to the beach on the bottom. What's that about? That was so. Ugh. I ain't like that. I ain't like that Gizelle talking about don't look at your feet because you forgot your shoes. How you forget your shoes? How did you do that? I would just like you to tell us how did you forget your shoes and have on flip flops and it's raining. How did you do that? Exactly. Now, when Candiance is having her rant with Chris, and Chris, says to her, think about what you did. Just know what you did. I like the fact that Chris does try to hold her accountable, but he doesn't do it in a way that tries to make her feel bad at all. However, she's so self-absorbed, she doesn't even get the fact that he is trying to hold her accountable on some level. So when she's thinking about what she did, Chris, she doesn't see anything wrong with it. She doesn't see anything wrong with what she did because she does not live in reality. She doesn't live here with the rest of us. Because the rest of us know. The rest of us know that you cannot sit and keep antagonizing somebody and think that they're going to do nothing. The rest of us know that if we ask somebody out, they going to drag us, it's nowhere to go from that. So, it's going to get physical. The rest of us know that. But I do appreciate the fact that you do try to hold her accountable. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. I do like her the single, the go-go version. I had said that in my last video. And so they're talking about, they asked her to sign with them. And I assume that she will, and that probably will be a good thing for her. Because Candiance can sing. She can sing. So, it should work out. It should work out nice. It should work out nice because I really do like the single. Let's talk about Miss Wendy for a second. So Wendy is calling, trying to make sure everybody's registered to vote. And nobody's answering the phone, or, their phones are disconnected. I thought that was a little funny. She shades Karen on not having a degree when they was going back and forth because of what Gizelle had said to her to get them all riled up. And I just don't understand why Gizelle is just gun-ho on stirring up this situation between Wendy and Karen. Like, I'm not understanding it. And it's not real. Like, if you have to lie and twist words about somebody doing something, then you shouldn't be doing it. I should have put this phone on vibrate, but that's okay. I just did it now. And Wendy says only, what did she say, less than people with 10 degrees people with 10 degrees can't be ignorant. But what Karen told him? Common sense is a saving grace. Because I feel that Wendy is being ignorant. Because you're blindly supporting Candiance. At this point in the situation, you're new. You don't have a relationship with Monique. And you didn't have a relationship with Candiance coming in. Now y'all trying to build something, and which is cool. That's cool. Build what you're going to build. Do what you're going to do. However, some things you just need to sit back and observe. You know? Because by now you should have gotten it as far as Gizelle go. You should have gotten it. Coupled with what Candiance gave you on the rundown. With Gizelle and Robin and how they roll. And the fact that Gizelle told you some stuff. And it was not 100% relayed correctly. You should know at this point when her coming back and telling you something again that that's bullshit. Like you should know she put some salt in it. Like purr. Like don't. Like you just getting on my nerves. You are acting ignorant. You acting real ignorant. Use your brain. Since you got all these degrees, you got 4 degrees, and the husband got this degrees and all this. Okay, so I mean, now what I'm gonna need you to do is use your brain. Use your context clues for what's going on around you before you jump in. Let's do that. But you thought you was going to get Karen together. But Karen ended up getting you together. Karen ain't with it. I don't know when y'all going to learn. I don't know when y'all going to learn that Karen ain't having none of it. None of it. She going to let you have it. I wish Ashley would call out bluff on the would have called out bluff on the truck, because Gizelle made her not invite Monique. She made her not invite Monique by saying that pretty much nobody was gonna go, and Ashley needs this time for to get away because of what she's going through, So she wants to just have a nice time. She don't want all this drama. She don't want that. But Gizelle definitely instigated that whole situation. She definitely did. I wish Ashley would have called out bluff though. I wish Ashley would have said, hey, I'm inviting everybody. And that's just what it is. Because I think at the end of the day, Ashley would have had a good time with Karen and Monique themselves. I don't think it would have actually went down that way. I do think that the other ladies would have come. I really do. Maybe not Candiance, but I think the other ladies would have come. But Gizelle didn't want that. She just didn't want Monique to come. Because she doesn't like Monique. And she wants Monique fired. But you gotta be careful. Because the ditch that you dig for somebody else will end up being the one that you lay in. So you have to be careful. Trying to blackball her. Trying to make her fired. Because at the end of the day, you might end up being in the hot seat for something one day. And that's just period. I don't understand why you gotta be so messy. But let's get to this. Didn't Karen tell Wendy, like, look, I can tell you what to say. This is what I said about your waist. I know that's like her. This is what I said about your waist. See, when you came slithering, oh, my 20 minutes up. So I'm going to wrap this on up. When you came down there slithering down the steps and everybody tried, Wendy was so upset. She was so burned. But she couldn't do nothing about it because everybody thought it was a joke and they all started slithering around. Oh, that was so funny to me. Overall, I enjoyed this episode. I'm excited to see the girls go to Portugal. And hopefully everybody will have a good time. But we see from the previews that it's gonna be some drama. Gonna be some drama, and we're gonna be right here for to watch it and to talk about it. Thanks for coming back to my channel, and like and subscribe and comment if it's something else that you would like me to talk about, or if you have any suggestions for me or anything like that. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate the likes. Thanks. See you guys next time. And I voted today. You see? I voted. Y'all need to vote today. That's important.